Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about why I am so bullish on AI and AI agents. There's a lot of things that's been happening, especially recently with the World Economic Forums. People have learned that AI is one of the biggest topics of 2026. Now, before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video. Comment what you guys think down below. And while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask, how does that Patreon group work? As you guys know, we have been getting into some bangers of plays that you can go ahead and check out on the Patreon side of things. Like, we recently got into a play on OpenServe that recently went crazy. We posted up here, did a nice 6x on this, so you guys do not want to miss out on those type of plays here. And after you guys do your due diligence, you guys can come up here and pick up the Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics ebook. This will help you guys pick out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio. Once you're able to understand market cap, FDV, circulating supply, narrative vesting, all of that is very important to picking out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio. And we even added more utility to the Patreon group that you guys do not want to miss out on. It's the side terminal, the Altcoin Chasers HQ, which you guys can see here. This is pretty much going to be the best crypto terminal that you guys can use, trading terminal here. You'll get the breakdown of the daily news, your favorite altcoins, my watch list, my altcoins, all of that would be on here as well. So after you do your DD and it seems like you want to test out the group, you guys can take advantage of the discount that's going on as of right now. Sign up, test out the group, get your feet wet, see what's going on in there. And if you don't have a cold storage wallet yet, I use Tangem. If you guys want to use the same, use code Everything Altcoin, save yourself 10%. And let's get right into the video, guys. Now, a lot of things has been happening at the World Economic Forum, but the few key notes is that tokenization is going to be huge, and they're beginning to talk a lot about AI agents, everything that has to do with AI, from robotics as well, is going to be something very big. So here's some of the key points from Elon. He's not the only one that has been talking about this, but here's his key points. Surpass human intelligence by the late 2026 and exceed collective human intelligence by 2030, 2031. That is relatively close. Is crazy, right? Tesla Optimus robots for public purchase by the end of 2026. We've already been telling you guys that these robots is going to be coming out in 2026. You got Neo making its debut very soon here. Then you're going to have a whole host of other robotic companies that's going to be shipping out their humanoids. There's going to be more robots than people, creating widespread abundance. Electric power supply is the real bottleneck for AI expansion, not computer chips. I'm going to say that one more time. Electric power supply is the real bottleneck for AI expansion. Now, the reason I said that is because one of my next underrated favorite narratives is energy, but we're going to be talking about that in a whole video, as I believe that is crazy undervalued. But here you're going to have CZ talking about this, right? So look at what CZ says. 3 growth pillars is tokenization, payment, and AI. That's your 3 that you probably should actually, I'm gonna say 2 because payment is kind of like stable coins. You could put that in stable coins. You could put that in neo banks. So I'm not really that bullish on that one, but I agree with the other 2. And the third for me in terms of growth pillar would be energy, right? Dozens of governments are exploring asset tokenizations to unlock liquidity. Crypto is becoming the native payment layer for AI agents. Once again, crypto is becoming the native payment layer for AI agents. Crypto infrastructure has already handled multi-billion-dollar stress events, right? One size fits all. Global crypto rules won't work. Local frameworks matter, right? But if you're looking at the key point here is that crypto is becoming the native payment layer for AI agents. And what is accelerating that? 8004, ERC 8004, X402, right? So this is going to be something that you need to pay attention to. And lastly, here we go here, right? This is the CEO of Circle. The future of money is not, and it's not human. Circle CEO says in 3 to 5 years, billions of AI agents will use crypto and stablecoins to transfer value at lightning speed. Let that sink in. AI paying AI. How are we doing that? X402. Stablecoins as machine money, instant borderless settlement, and no banks, no delays. When machines need money, they won't use legacy rails. Crypto is becoming the native currency for AI. We have to expand that with everything that is going to enhance the agentic future, right? So that's your X402, 8004, and there's going to be some other standards as well. So when I tell you guys that X402, well, AI as a whole is about to get so much bigger than you guys believe, we're in a bubble, but the bubble is not going to burst anytime soon. So when you look at the overall market cap for AI being $25.9 billion in terms of the overall market cap, that's every altcoin pretty much that's targeting in AI, right? But I can see this going from 2 to 3x. You're looking at maybe 50 to even 75, maybe even $80 billion in overall market cap, right? And I believe this is going to be huge for a lot of different altcoins. You have a lot that is building in this side. We'll be talking about a lot that a few that I'm bullish on. There's a lot that is also coming out this year. We're going to have one that is going to have a separate video, but I do wanted to highlight some that just recently came out not too long ago. You got Sentient here, which is already on Coinbase. It did come out at a very high evaluation here. Market cap at $206 million, while the FDV is just under $1 billion market cap. Now, Sentient is a new infrastructure that is building a decentralized network for open AGI, right? So this has potential, but right now I don't own any, right? Maybe depending on how the market looks, I may add this to the bag, but it's already a part of the watch list. If you guys are in the HQ, you guys will see it in the watch list. Next is EAverse. Now this is kind of similar to Ether. You guys should already know Ether. I'm bullish on Ether. These guys were, I think Gavin Wood from Polkadot is a angel investor in this. This was also within the, the whole Polkadot ecosystem. So it recently came out. It's a part of Base and it's a part of peaq network, right? Well, it's partnered with peaq, but you can see you could get it on Base, you could get it in Ethereum, and you could get it on Binance. I don't own any of this as well, and it's also a part of the watch list, right? But right now it's at a $38 million market cap, FDV of $179 million. It did come out not too long ago, like I said, and it had a spike up and it has come back down. We'll have to see how it looks in the overall market as of right now. But these are two new altcoins, and there's another one called Elsa that also came out. This is also a little fishy. There was some FUD behind this one as well. So haven't fully looked into this because when I seen it, I just looked in and saw pretty much some FUD around it. So I'm gonna check it out a little bit. I'm gonna give it about a week or so, see when the dust settles what's going on with Elsa here. So now getting into robotics here, you can see robotics is absolutely cheap and an overall market cap of $776 million. This is far too cheap on what's going on here, right? You guys see my news, my Twitter, not my Twitter, my tweet a bunch of times where I told you guys 2025 was the year of AI agents. 2026 will be the year of robotics. This is where we're going to see a lot of growth for the AI sector in terms of robotics, because this is way too cheap. And there's going to be some infrastructures like peaq, auki that is going to take off in this space, I believe, right? Now, peaq itself being around that 2.5 cents, $45 million market cap, this thing is far too cheap. It has dumped a lot, and this, for some people that actually can think a little bit, you can see that this has potential crazy upside as a huge infrastructure for deepen AI, robotics. You don't want to miss the potential that peaq has. Of course, every altcoin has its own risk as of right now. You guys can scroll down. Its all-time high was about a year ago where it did hit 75 cents. Now, to see if it hits its all-time high from these prices as of right now, you're looking at a smooth 28x if peaq is able to get back to its all-time high. Now, this has the potential to do so, and that will only put it around a $1.3 billion market cap. Now, I do like that price, and I do like this potential here. This is why I always talk about peaq. Now, with auki here, the centralized spatial computing is going to be crazy. Spatial computing itself is crazy. If you guys don't know, I talked about this every time I've talked about auki, right? You had Niantic. You guys remember, if you guys were playing Pokemon Go, Niantic actually sold to a different company where they was using Pokemon Go for spatial computing. They was using that for, for them to get data sets on that, right? So now your auki is pretty much doing the same thing, and this is to help these robotics able to see around them, able to label things. This is why I'm very bullish on auki as well. And you're looking at it here cheaper than of course peaq. It is sitting at a $24.6 million market cap, and you scroll down, its all-time high was 12 months ago where it did hit 6 cents, and it is down 88% from its all-time high. And getting back to its all-time high is around the 762%, which isn't too bad. This is an addition to a robotics portfolio that you can add. Now, that was more on the robotic side of things, right? But X402 agents is all going to be huge, right? So what we talk about, pretty much how agents will use stable coins to pretty much pay for different things, right? So they need a cheap settlement layer, and that settlement layer needs to be able to use something like X402, 8004 for discovery, things like that, right? And not only that, these agents will be living on the blockchain. So what are we going to be looking for? We're going to be looking for an infrastructure that can host and pretty much be a very good infrastructure for X402, 8004, any other agent standard, and also can be a good blockchain, right? If they have that, right? So you can scroll down, you can go ahead and look through all of this as of right now. There's a lot of different X402 plays out here. You got Santa, you got Dexter up here, you got Daydreams. There's a lot of decent agent infrastructure plays here, right? And I do want to just highlight two here. One being Kite. Now I'm gonna continuously talk about this, right? This also has been holding very strong. As you can see from its max chart here, you could have got it around December, around that 142 million market cap, and it has not dipped below. Now I don't own any Kite. I'm just very bullish on Kite, and I'm waiting to get my hands on Kite, right, to add it to the portfolio. Why? It checks all the boxes for me. It's a blockchain for specialized for AI agents. Not only that, they will be using X402 on here through Coinbase because they are partnered with Coinbase, right? And they actually have a indirect partnership with Google through PayPal with their Google has their UCP, which is their Universal Agent Commerce Protocol, right? And they are doing that. They're building that with different companies like PayPal, Shopify, Etsy, right? So they have an indirect partnership with Google by using they could potentially use UCP later on. This is why I'm very bullish on Kite as a overall infrastructure for AI agents. Now, of course, the downside for Kite is where we're going to be at in this market right now. We don't even know within this year, are we bullish, are we bearish, right? And they have the vesting hasn't started just yet, but the vesting will be starting later on this year at the end of this year. So it'll be interesting to see how this will play out. Now, I do want to get a bag of this at least for this year, right? If the market shapes up to be very bullish, I do want to get a bag of this because there's not going to be too much inflation until the end of the year. So this has the opportunity to really run up big before, a lot of the supply come out here, right? Creating sell pressure. Next, you're going to have EAverse, which might be my biggest gamble for AI agents, infrastructure for AI agents. Now, if you guys don't know, I actually use EAverse to power Asai and the whole AI terminal I have here, in combination with other AI things I do have. So it's to create a full powerhouse as of right now. Now, I like EAverse because it's looking to power the AI agents. Pretty much is looking to become the AWS for AI agent. They have integrated X402, and not only X402, they have also integrated ERC8004, and they're settling pretty much 20% of all of base X402 transactions. That is huge. So it baffles me to see EAverse about this cheap right now at a $2 million market cap, FDV of $10.8 million. This to me is crazy. It's backed by Coinbase and a whole bunch of other names, right? So for me, I think this is a solid gamble in my opinion. The RR, the risk to reward ratio here is very good, right? So these are pretty much the plays I'm looking at. There's a lot of plays, honestly. There's a lot of plays. I just wanted to highlight a few plays, right? Now, if you guys want to get the full watch list, you guys already know you guys got to get into that Altcoin Chasers HQ here to get the whole entire watch list, right? But I want to know what you guys think about AI and robotics AI as a whole in 2026. How are you guys feeling? Because there's going to be a whole host of AI plays that's coming out this year that some may excite you, some may be trash, but there's going to be a lot of excitement. If the market turns bullish, I believe AI is going to be one of these narratives, probably the best narrative again to make a lot of money. But you guys let me know how you guys feel in the comment section down below, and if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on that road to 30k subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.